Good morning, beloveds. I'm having an exciting Monday. I didn't drink my protein shake. Instead, I knocked it over. Uh, so, ah, which means now I have to decide if I'm going to go make another one or not eat. And I went to the gym today, so that's probably not the best option. So I'm hoping Ernest has something really good today because I'm having a Monday. I'm also having a sugar, as you can see. She's being very clingy. Not sure what that's about. She has her moments, though. She'll get down in a minute, I'm sure. All right. Are you going to get down? You're going to stay there. Life with cats. Then they show you their best sides. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Well, today I experienced the wholeness of God. That is our title. I experienced the wholeness of God. And our Bible quote is, "For we know in part, and we prophesy in part, but when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away." And that is from 1 Corinthians 13, 9 through 10. Sugar's still here. I'm juggling her in the book. Okay. Now let's see. "How true is it that we do see as though through a glass darkly, or only in part? But to all of us there comes fleeting moments when our inward vision is opened and we seem to look out upon a newer and broader horizon." The apostle tells us that when that which is perfect shall come, then that which is in part shall be done away. What he really is saying is that we are all at a certain place in our evolution, but that there is a complete certainty before us. We shall continuously expand and experience more and more of that life that is already perfect. But there is no reason why this awakening should not come now. For we are not really waiting on God. God is waiting on us. "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. All nature waits our recognition, and even the divine spirit must wait our cooperation with it." Whew. Today my eyes are open more widely, and I look out upon a broader horizon. Across all the experiences I may have had that were limited or unpleasant, I now see the rosy hue of a new dawn. Letting go of that which is little, I now enter into a larger concept of life. Dropping all fear, I entertain faith. Realizing that every form of uncertainty is seeing only in part, I open my spiritual eyes to that which is wholeness. And even as I do this, the fear, and the doubt will slip away from my experience, taking their departure in quietness and in peace as I turn to that which is greater and better and fuller of eternal life, of happiness, and of peace. Today, my eyes are opened to the breadth and the height and the depth of life that is God, life that is good, and law that is perfect. Alrighty then. Yes, sugar. Okay. So, how true it is that we do see as through a glass darkly, or only in part. When you actually look at the science behind glass, glass is actually a liquid. It is not a solid. Which is why when you get into those really old homes, and it's thinner at the top and thicker down at the bottom, it's because the glass is literally moving. And it's bubbly and hard to see through, and it makes looking outside wavery. That's kind of what I think of when he says that, is we're not seeing clearly. And then the irony is I wear glasses, and glasses help me to see clearly. So, but to all of us, there come fleeting moments when our inward vision is opened and we seem to look upon the newer and broader horizon. Frequently, that would be considered a mystical experience. And when we have those, it's like the world opens up and shows us something, and we're like, and we come back and we have no words to describe it. So we sound crazy. Unless you meet somebody else who's had another one of those experiences, because then they understand, because you have those experiences. It's like you see so much more, and then suddenly you would literally go crazy if the world stayed like that. So it kind of folds back in so that you can continue to have your human experience, but you've caught a glimpse, and so now you know it, and so then you start to look for it. And the more you look, the more likely you are to see it. The apostle tells us that when that which is perfect shall come, then that which is in part shall be done away. I love the fact that he says right after that, what he really is saying is that we are all at a certain point in our evolution, but that there is a complete certainty before us, meaning we will get there. That's what those mystical experiences are. That's what those hints are. That's what, when the universe opens up in front of us, that's what it is. It's reminding us to keep going. There is light at the end of the tunnel. So we shall continuously expand and experience more and more of that life that is already perfect. When we've seen it, we can find it again. When we've seen it, we can find it again. And if we know somebody else has seen it that we trust, then we know that we can find it. So we keep looking. But there is no reason why this awakening should not come now. Okay? And this is where he makes the point. For we are not really waiting on God. God is waiting on us. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. All nature waits our recognition, and even the divine spirit must wait for our cooperation with it. And that's one of the reasons why he hammers the point constantly about consciousness. We have to consciously cooperate with it. We have to consciously look for the whole. We have to consciously look for the perfect. We consciously have to look to have that mystical experience. We consciously have to look for that universe to unfold in front of us. It doesn't just happen if we haven't done the work to get there. So we have to do our work. And God is just waiting on us to do our work, to be willing to see it, to be able to see it. We're able to see it. We have to be willing to see it. All right. Today my eyes are open more widely, and I look out upon a broader horizon. Across all the experiences that I may have had that were limited or unpleasant, now I see the rosy hue of a new dawn. So yeah, life is messy. Life has been messy. Life may continue to be messy. But now I can see that there's something beyond. There's something perfect beyond. There's something whole beyond. There's something more beyond the experiences that I'm having now. Letting go of that which is little, and that's the biggest thing. Letting go of that which is little. If we continue to hold on to the small, we can't make room for the big. So we have to empty that cup. You cannot pour into a cup that's already full. Now they say you can't pour from an empty cup. That's true. That's about self-care. But if you already think you know everything, your cup's full, then nothing else can pour into it. Empty your cup. Not your self-care cup, though. You think you know everything cup. I now enter into a larger concept of life. Dropping all fear, I entertain faith. Faith and fear cannot exist in the same place, because faith will crowd out fear. Let it. Realizing that every form of uncertainty is seeing only in part. When you are uncertain, you can't see. It's like, it's dark at the top of the staircase, but you still have to go up. That's fear. Do you trust? Realizing that every form of uncertainty is seeing only in part. I may not be able to see the next step, but I have faith. I open my spiritual eyes to that which is wholeness. Even as I do this, as I in faith trust, the limitation, the fear, and the doubt slip away from my experience, taking their departure in quietness and in peace as I turn to that which is greater, better, and fuller of eternal life. So quietly, I'm going to let limitation, doubt, fear slip away, because I'm turning towards a fuller life, a more eternal life. And that life is happiness and peace. Today, my eyes are open to the breadth, the height, and the depth of the life that is God. Life that is good and law that is perfect. So, our mission, should we choose to accept it today, is to experience the wholeness of God, to open our eyes more widely and to see, to recognize that God is waiting on us, not the other way around. It is our work to do to get there. And everybody's work is different, and the work that you are doing is perfect. So, it's Monday. It's going to be a week. Depending on where you are, we are going to have the after effects of Hannah, so we might get some rain, and we may have some cooler temperatures. A little bit. So we may have the opportunity to open our windows and get some fresh air. And if you have the opportunity, please do. Frequently, that's what the 365 for me is. It is me opening the window and getting a fresh perspective, getting some fresh air. So do what you need to do today. Do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself. Do what it takes to make a fantastic day. Do something that engages the mind and the body. All right? I'm going to go deal with the mess that I made. Well, finish dealing with the mess that I made. And see about making another protein shake. Have a fantastic day, beloveds. Know that Reverend David will be on with you around 5 p.m. I will be back with you at 9 a.m. And you can still catch the live stream on Facebook from the service yesterday. It was really good. And if you stay on after the closing prayer and the Jesse's final bit, Jeffrey played a song written during the plague, the previous plague, in the 14th century. It's a motet. It's motet. Sorry, no N. It's really cool, and I didn't understand a word of it, but it's beautiful. So please check that out, or head to YouTube, where you'll get all of the talking and none of the music. Which, if you're looking for something specific that Jesse said, that's a good way to do it. Have a fantastic day, beloveds. I will see you tomorrow. Know that you are a beloved child of God, in whom God is well pleased.